with regards to e-mobility, we're showcasing it at ZITF as a way of mobilizing and conscientizing the motoring public. That's the direction we are taking. Why e-mobility? We want to reduce the carbon footprint caused by vehicles. And as a regulator, the first thing we have done is to develop the e-mobility framework, which we have submitted to the ministry. It will guide the rollout for e-vehicles, and again to kickstart the issue of infrastructure development with regards to charging stations. What we have done is we've installed one here at our Ulaya office, one in Harare at our head office, and another one in Mtare at our office in Mtare, and we are installing another one. I think by next week we should have installed one in Gweru at Petrol service station. We want that to be open to the public so that people will start to appreciate the direction we are taking as a country. We would want to promote e-mobility infrastructure development. So what we have now done as the interface with the fuel companies, we are encouraging most of the service stations to, first of all, because we want to use renewable energy, is for them to install solar panels on their service stations. We have got one or two of our major franchises in the country which has gone that route. They are installing solar panels on their service stations. We'll then go further and then install charging stations which are using solar on their forecourts. And as an industry, I think the technology has been embraced. We're talking about it with the OMCs. They shouldn't look at e-mobility as a threat to their business. They should actually embrace that so that they have the charging station, roll out the charging station, which is the technology for the future.
Well, what is the motivation you are giving to the public to acquire or to move away from the fossil fuel vehicles to the e-mobility?
The first thing we did is, when we procured our vehicle, we realized that the biggest component in terms of cost is duty. So we are in the process of lobbying, where through our parent ministry, we are lobbying government to reduce or to completely take out duty for now for electric vehicles, so that we can encourage the uptake of such vehicles.
Well, in regards to the new technology that is standing just behind you, our infrastructure in Zimbabwe, does it permit us to go green?
True. The installation of charging stations is a very simple thing. I'll show you once we're done here. The charging station which we installed here, it's a day's job to install a charging station. So all that one needs is to have capital, and it's not very expensive. Under $1,000 or just over $1,000, you can install a charging station.
What about the durability of the product?
The vehicle is
potholes. You're talking of the potholes, the type of roads, off roads and stuff.
The vehicle is very durable. We have had this car for over a year now, and it's driven almost every day. I've been using this car almost on a daily basis. We haven't, because it has got less moving parts, we haven't serviced it up to now. In terms of road network, of course, there is a challenge. Some of our roads, this vehicle cannot pass. But I think you are quite aware of the program being done by government of revamping our road infrastructure, both in urban and highways. So we expect that we can't let this development go by because of the state of our roads. We would rather address the roads so that we have got a cleaner environment. And the government, truly speaking, I think they are doing a marvelous job with regards to road rehabilitation works.
On the technical part, do you have backup of this vehicle's mechanical part?
There isn't much. Like I said, there are very few moving parts here, but I think we have one or two certified service providers for these vehicles.
Which are those?
I think there's Zimtalk, and there's an individual, I've forgotten the name.
ZERA.
Mr. ZERA, who is a certified EV mechanic. But like I said, because there are lesser moving parts, there isn't much attention which is required in the vehicle. All you need to look at occasionally at the braking system, just cleaning up the braking system so that it's efficient. But otherwise, there's very little maintenance work which is required.
Any institutional engagement towards this, towards the production of this though mechanical or even manufacturing, any institutional arrangement that is in place?
For now, we haven't. What we're looking at is to build capacity with regards to battery manufacturing using local resources. That aspect we have already put it down as one of the issues we want research institutions to work on.
Which ones are those institutions?
No. What we work with, what we do is we work with the Research Council of Zimbabwe. They do what we call out for proposals, specifying the issues we want addressed. So what we have done currently, we are targeting problems which we have in the sector, which is to do with power generation. What we did is we went through the value chain for power generation. We're looking at generation, we're looking at transmission, we're looking at distribution. We're also looking at battery storage. That's where the issue of batteries for the EVs and also for solar power are also included. In terms of promoting the manufacturing of e-vehicles in the country, there is a Zimbabwean who is a brand called Mureza. We have spoken to him, and he is currently he's doing low cost fossil fuel vehicles, but now he has also agreed to work on e-vehicles. So what we're going to do is to ensure that we can partner with him in terms of the research work which needs to be done before he actually rolls out the production.
Okay, any appreciation that you might have towards the Ministry of Environment, Tourism and Hospitality Industry, Climate Change Department in the drive towards sensitization of climate change, renewable energy, going green, low emission development? Any appreciation to that?
Thank you so much. We are actually working closely with the ministry, and we have had some interactions before where we're focusing on meeting the country's determined contributions towards Paris Accord. I think we also working with the UNDP. We are working on e-mobility policy. We are also working on. We have already done a draft of the e-mobility framework, but the UNDP is actually assisting us to sort of refine and roll out the e-mobility together with the Ministry of Climate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.